This is Exleys on the NFL Unfiltered. UK style, let's get into it.
So,
What's up, guys? Exleys on the NFL. I'm Tony. That over there is Steve or Steven, Green Bay Packers fan, Philadelphia Eagles fan. This is the NFL Unfiltered UK style. So, top stories for what we've seen this week. Let me move that. Quinn Ewers has been exposing the Dolphins defense to training camp. His ball placement reportedly super impressive. Coaches are buzzing, especially about his red zone work and deep field accuracy. One insider even says Ewers could be QB2 by week 1. The Dolphins rookie is developing faster than anyone expected. Mate, that is bad drills for Tua.
yeah, I mean, if you're coming on as a rookie when Tua's supposed to be this amazing QB and stuff,
Yeah,
I'm not sure that's good news, especially with the seriousness of his. I mean, he's had 4 concussions?
Yeah, so if he fucks up, he could end up being QB. Well, if Tua fucks up, he could end up being QB2. Yeah, quite quickly, depending on how well he plays. I'm going to say first half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine. I mean, we've seen this before though with rookies and stuff in training camp, and then when they get in the game, shit the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's going to be a definite. This is his job if it comes up, rah rah rah. But he's apparently looking real good, you know, as a rookie compared to what a lot of them thought he was going to be. So yeah, I mean, if Tua goes down, it looks like they've got a relatively good backup, if not replacement, if they get trouble.
I did say during off-season that they have spoken about if Tua doesn't progress, like get them somewhere this season, then it could be farewell. That's from sources I've seen online.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at the end of
if
the day.
they get rid of him, they could have a decent kid to stand in for to take over.
I think given all the trouble the Dolphins have been through the last few years, and especially this off-season, I mean, since training camps have started, they've had loads of injuries.
So many injuries, more injuries than a lot of places. Yeah,
but I think he's one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially as he wasn't a big name first, you know, he wasn't first QB off the board and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
it's an interesting one to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure about this one. I can't find anything on it. It's at least rumored. The Bills are very interested in Micah Parsons, but I don't know if this trade's going to come off. It's rumored there's going to be a trade for him.
Yeah, I should have put it in rumors, really.
Yeah, but yeah, Micah Parsons is rumored to be heavily sought after by the Bills.
Yeah.
Whether it comes off, I don't know. They're apparently going to give up. They're willing to give up 2 first-rounders this year and next, and a second-rounder. Yeah, 2 year. They're offering him a 4-year, $250 million deal, which is the kind of thing that Mike is after. I don't necessarily think at the moment he really cares about being the top player, non-QB in the league. He wants to earn what he's worth and get a long-term deal.
$250 million is what he's worth, I would say.
Yeah.
Around that sort of...
on his rookie contract.
It's a hell of a lot of money.
To be generating this kind of talk about someone on coming into their 4th year, you know, you've got to be willing to pay out. And he has been dominant. You know, there's nobody else on that D-line I even know the name of. A single defensive player for the Cowboys. A few offense, but I couldn't tell you a single defensive player.
Because they're not impact makers. Unless you're a Cowboys fan, obviously. But
yeah, and I understand the Cowboys, they'd know all their players, rah, rah, rah. But I can't say any standout player for the Cowboys like Mike.
No, definitely not. I agree.
Just wake up and pay the man. Or just trade him. Get it done with.
Just do the man a favour. The season's about to start. Don't make him hold out.
Well, I did see a thing when I was trying to do my research on this one. There was an article where Jerry mentioned a player who'd done something similar to this. And I want to say like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
They missed like the first 2 or 3 games of the season, and Jerry paid them.
How long do you have to hold out, though? This is the whole thing, is it? How long should he go?
Mikey could hold out the whole season.
Yeah. Every time when they're holding out, they're incurring penalties and shit like that, though. That's the thing.
I think they incur more penalties by doing the holdouts from home and stuff, which is why a lot of them do what they call the hold in and turn up to training camp, because it's like a $50,000 fine or something if they don't turn up.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of money
and stuff, but it's not as bad. The trouble is, so Mike is still on his rookie contract, so he's got this whole year to sit out if he has to.
Mm-hmm.
They could still franchise tag him twice. He could be stuck there till 2027 before he gets out of there.
That's crazy. That is absolutely. They could do him dirty completely, really, couldn't they?
And Jerry Jones should not be GMing that team.
No, it's either, isn't it? GM or owner, not both.
I think he should just be the money man to shut up, sit in the corner, and just let them do it.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
They can go on however many championships they've won. Yes, 5, but they haven't done anything since the 90s. They haven't even been to the championship round while Dak's been their head honcho. So they need to wake up.
We could bash the Cowboys all day long. The NFL top
Cowboys. But
okay, bash Jerry Jones. The NFL top 100 is always chaos, but Tyreek Hill dropping from number 1 to number 47 this year is fucking crazy.
So I only put this one up. I mean, there's been loads of players announced for a rut, but I put this one up because that is a hell of a drop.
Yeah, that's 46 places drop.
I know Tyreek wasn't as productive last year necessarily as he usually is, but to drop him to 47?
That's a long way to fall.
Number 1 to 47 is insane. Now, I know there's good rookies come through and stuff, but there is every year.
It's not 47 other rookies that have gone in front of him, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
47 really good wide receivers.
It's wild. I can't wait to see the rest of this list and see who comes out above him.
No, that's going to be an interesting one. That is going to be an interesting one.
Teddy Bridgewater to Tampa. So this, just before we came on, this became official. He is signed a 1-year deal with Tampa.
I didn't see this one.
Yeah, I saw it earlier, and I had an update just before we came on, and I've lost it. But yeah, he's signed a 1-year deal. I haven't had the money numbers, figures, and that haven't come out. 1-year deal, and he is officially signed. The NFL announced it as well.
All because Michael Pratt's got back issues.
Yeah, so they've got, obviously, Baker. They've got a backup, but their third QB is having back problems. Apparently, I don't think it was Baker, but I think their backup had some hand issues. So they're kind of getting him in because they know he's pretty good backup, brings some experience. He's a veteran, so he can add a lot to the team anyway.
That's it's all the team needs, really, isn't it? Just more consistency, better backups. Yeah. So, 4-time Pro Bowler Anthony Barr has officially retired after 10 seasons. Now, that is a long fucking time for a linebacker.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. Linebackers going past 10 years is insane. So to make it to 10 years is kind of good.
Yeah, that's frigging crazy. There's not much you can say about it. Just 10 years as a linebacker getting battered every day for 10 years.
Your job is to literally run into people.
That's a fucking long old job just to be smashed into, isn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do it if I'm honest.
Now, for me, this next one is a big one.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. ESPN and the NFL doing $1 billion deal. Red Zone and more are shifting to ESPN. So this could potentially change the fact that they are no ad service.
Who, Red Zone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how they always say, was it 6 hours or whatever of uninterrupted football? I think that could change.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I think it's such a big deal, because they're ad-free. It just goes from game to game to game. That is the whole point of it. They shouldn't be messing around with it and throwing in adverts in there.
No.
Do you know what I mean? That's why people watch Red Zone.
Well, do you remember near the end of the season, there happened to be an advert in it or something? So, somehow an advert got into the show and people went ballistic about it.
Yeah. I think Red Zone might take a dip in viewership if they start putting adverts in there.
I know it will. It will take a hit. Because, I mean, the other thing is, if it apparently, don't know how true it is, and that's why I haven't put it in, I've heard rumours that there's potential it could go to a subscription service.
I heard the same thing. I did hear that as well. I mean, we pay enough. Do you know what I mean? For football as it is.
I've literally just forked out 85 quid for the bloody season.
And that's nothing compared to some of the things I've seen people paying.
Yeah, I mean, if you're in America and you pay for YouTube TV and the NFL package and all the others, it runs into the hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, YouTube TV's like $60, $70, I think.
Yeah,
We don't get it over here. But
if you get another subscription on top of that, you're probably $150 just for two.
yeah,
Amazon have got football, and there's so many services where there were one set of games, and you got to get all the services to watch them.
Yeah, exactly what I was just thinking. Especially if, like, I don't know, you're an Eagles fan, for instance, but you don't live in Philadelphia. I bet you have to pay extra to watch them games.
Well, look at it last year. I had to, so I
You paid for Sky.
And I paid for Sky because some games weren't shown on DAZN because they were Sky exclusives. The whole exclusives thing's bollocks. It's just ways for these companies to make more money. That's all.
I'm pretty sure they're doing that again this year or this coming season. I'm not entirely.
My subscription fee doubled for the year.
It's
I
mad.
paid 40 and it's gone up to 80. If they do that again, I'm going to be pissed.
So, big news in Jacksonville. Travis Hunter is officially wide receiver 2 and CB4. Jags plan to use him both ways. He'll be featured more at wide receiver, though. We did say that in the beginning, that we thought he might just go wide receiver heavy.
Yeah. See, apparently he doesn't want it. It's Jacksonville that have done it to him.
They've got to preserve him.
Well, not only that, he's apparently much better at wide receiver.
Right, okay.
So apparently the plan is to use him more in certain packages for cornerback.
Yeah.
So like it's, I don't know, 4th and 1, say, and they need somebody to be a good cornerback. They'll put him in, or I don't know what the situations are going to be. They haven't announced anything, but it's going to be certain packages. They're going to roll him out and put him at cornerback.
It makes sense
when they need someone fast. I think is going to be it.
It makes sense to not burn him out both sides of the ball for 3 hours straight.
I think he'd love to do the whole thing, the whole shebang, both ways. And yes, he's done it in college. But how many times has what's been done in college tried to be done in the NFL and it's not worked?
Yeah, I don't 100% know. Surely, college and the NFL is two.
They're slightly different.
Totally different.
The inbound rule in college, they've got to have one foot in. The NFL, you've got to have both.
Yeah.
Why they teach them the toe drag and all that kind of crap. So college is definitely a bit more relaxed, a bit easier than the NFL. The NFL is a lot more strict because at the end of the day, I know college is getting bigger in America and stuff at the moment, but the NFL is the top of your profession. It's where you're supposed to be seen as a professional.
Yeah.
So it's where you've got to be, everything's a lot stricter.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll see what happens.
We'll see how he plays. Hope he does what he wants to do and plans to do.
But I don't know exactly what this is, but the former SAG-AFTRA exec, I don't know what that is. David White is now the interim executive director of the NFLPA. He replaces Lloyd Howell, who stepped down after a rocky stretch for the union.
Nice. Yes.
So they've
interim doesn't really mean they're going to be there for good, does it?
No, they could come to a certain period, he's not working out, so they put in a replacement, or they could just be looking for a permanent one now.
Yeah, it's the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's interesting, and it'll be interesting to see what comes out of it.
If you know what this SAG-AFTRA executive is, put it in the comments. Message us on Instagram, on TikTok, anything, because I ain't got a clue.
Speaking of which, did you actually see on Instagram we had a comment from from our video last week?
No, I haven't been on there.
When we were saying about diva wide receivers.
Yep.
Someone commented, Jordy Nelson. is apparently a pretty chill receiver.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't hear much from anything. He's not.
I've heard the name, but I haven't heard it.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. I couldn't get my words out properly.
We do hear the comments. We do read them. Not always together, but we do. One of us will read them.
Yeah, I run the YouTube channel and the TikTok, and you do the Instagram because he set it up. And the YouTube channel was my channel anyway, and the TikTok was my personal channel.
But they've both amalgamated to the
just the podcast one now. Anyway, the Steelers aren't done wheeling and dealing. They've now reportedly contacted the Commanders about Terry McLaurin, and they've already got DK Metcalf on a $33 million APY.
annual per year.
Yeah,
annum per year or something
like that. It's when it's abbreviated, it fucks my head up, and I can't think quick enough. Especially when we're doing this, and it's like snap, 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 snap. And now we're on Amazon Music, Spotify, and iTunes. The big podcasting and stuff. You can stream them everywhere, but trying to think fast and sound energetic so that we can put it on there is messing with my head. But yeah.
I'm not used to doing all this. That's the thing. Outside of this podcast, this isn't my sort of thing. I don't sit there talking to loads of people and stuff.
Same as that. That's why we started this. And I thought, let's just put it out there. So it's not just on YouTube. We put it on all of the platforms. And we just want feedback from non-friggin' robot people from all these Facebook groups. I'm like, check my YouTube channel out, tell me what you think, like honest opinions. And it's just like, meh, pay me $5 and I'll get you 6 subscribers. Fucking hell. Yes. So
I don't know if this one will come off, but I think McLaurin's done the trade request for negotiation, not for wanting to get out of the Commanders.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
A few bad years for the Commanders. So I don't think he's trying to get out.
Mm-mm.
I don't think the trade request is serious. I think it's just to try and push the negotiations along.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again, and then they get their contract a week or two later, don't they? So
yeah.
Unless it happens, don't hold your hopes out.
I mean, I think this next one we've actually already covered.
Yeah, we'll just skip that. The Dolphins have signed tight end Chris Myrick and placed Jalen Corners on injured reserve.
Yeah, I mean, this just goes to show what we were talking about a few minutes back about the Dolphins having a lot of trouble with their injuries. It's like their players haven't done any conditioning or anything in the off-season.
Yeah.
They're just home, and now they're all of a sudden running around on a field for 3 hours a day, and everybody's getting injured. Bills GM Brandon Bean says he wasn't fully aware of James Cook's holding. Calls it disappointing. It's the first contract dispute he's had to deal with. I think somebody's kind of hid that from him because it was all over social media and stuff. It wasn't a quiet
thing, everybody and their dog's known about this.
Yeah, so someone's got to have hid that from him. I don't know if it was the head coach. I don't know if it was somebody else in the front office or whatever, but they weren't telling them the whole story.
No, definitely not.
Because I saw this coming a mile off. Yeah. It's so close to training camp and stuff. He still didn't have his contract. It was going to happen.
Yeah. So, what do you do? It'll get dealt with quickly now, I imagine.
I would imagine so. Now the GM knows definitely. It doesn't seem like the sort of thing he wants lingering.
You don't want that going into the start of the season.
No.
Oh, excuse me. So, trading block. This is our quick fire round, and we only have 2 this week. Raiders get defensive tackle Thomas Brook the 5th. Oh, yeah. I haven't got my glasses. I can't see. And Eagles got cornerback Jacorin Bennett. 2.
Yeah. See, I've heard a couple of different versions of this. But don't get me wrong, Booker was pretty good. He wasn't drafted by the Eagles, but he spent pretty much all of 23 on the practice squad. He played a bit last year, but as one of our other D tackles got more reps, he got less. And then he only really played towards the end of the season when we were whooping Commanders and the Chiefs and put our backups in and took the starters out.
Yeah, it makes sense. But
He's good. He was just
Yeah.
getting less reps because we've got other people they were trying to push through because they were getting better. And the cornerback, see, I've heard two on this. Sirianni says it's to get depth in the room. Then you've got some fans who reckon it's because they're not sure about the backup who is currently in line for CB.
Okay.
So some people, some of the fans and stuff believe, I've heard, he's not necessarily here to take cornerback 2 job, but to at least make the others realise it's not just free will. You're not just going to be given cornerback spot.
Yeah. No, nothing's granted. Everything's earned. So, contract signings and extensions.
Yeah, Broncos sign All-Pro D lineman Zach Allen, 4 years, 102 million, 69.5 guaranteed. Quite
That's a
big
decent-
numbers for a D line.
That's a decent wedge, isn't it? Niners sign wide receiver Robbie Chosen. I have no idea who this is. Do you?
I can't say I've heard the name. It's kind of an under the radar thing for me, I have to say.
Yeah, don't know. Can't say I do. I will try.
I'll extend Caleb McGarry for 2 years, 30 million. I mean, it is, but a 2 year?
For 30 million, that's 50 million. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't tend to hear many 2-year extensions.
No. It's normally a year, 4 years.
It's
depending,
normally
isn't it?
1 or 3 or 4. That's the usual. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe they've got a rookie they've just drafted and they're hoping to train up.
Yeah. And as roster overhaul signed Ane, Hector, Mahoney, Maru, Prince, and waived Avery, Naya, Mordiki, Plyn, and released kicker Greg Joseph. Jesus Christ. Could they?
The Niners have just been doing loads.
They are.
But I don't recognise most of those names. So
Neither do I, and I can't
ones
say
that
most of them as well. So
I'm guessing backups or practice squad would be my guess. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. Any Niners fans that do listen, please let us know. But yeah, I can't say I know too much of those. Be interesting to see what the Niners do this year.
yeah, it'd be nice. Be nice.
But more Dolphins news: they've extended D tackle Zach Sealer. I possibly mispronounced that. 3 years, 64 mil with 44 guaranteed, which is quite big numbers,
Yeah.
especially the guaranteed part of that. But
Yeah.
last year he had 55 tackles, 10 sacks, 1 interception, and 1 forced fumble. Which, considering the Dolphins didn't have a great season, that's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, I was going to say that is a really good season considering where the Dolphins ended up being and how they played last year. Rams give running back Kyron Williams a fat new deal, 3 years, 33 million. Sorry, not 300. 33 million with 23 million guaranteed.
The Rams had a pretty decent run game, I will say that.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams was pretty good against us until we sort of stuffed him up.
That's kind of like why I'm a bit like, 33 million is not a massive amount of money.
Running backs aren't valued highly, are they? I mean, Saquon's the highest paid, and he's not paid all that high.
No, I know. So, onto the rumour mill.
Yeah, Lions are apparently also showing interest in the Micah Parsons, even after Bills apparently are very high on that list. So that could be interesting. I mean, if he ended up with the bloody Lions, man, that would be ridiculous. They've already got Aiden Hutchinson, who's just an insane guy. And when he went out for the season, it wasn't like they were slow.
No. Oh, God.
So they'll be the kings of the NFC North, I'm afraid, if they get Micah Parsons.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Just say goodbye to running the NFC North if that happens.
So Shador Sanders was held out of practice with arm soreness. Dylan Gabriel is currently ahead of Sanders. Rumours of a trade swirling for him. Browns already have 4 QBs.
They've actually got 5 now.
Who do they?
Hey, they've just signed someone today. What was his name? I've got to look it up because that's going to bug me. I literally saw it just before we came on.
Everything I've seen about training camp.
Tyler.
What I don't understand what the Browns are doing. Why do they possibly need 5 QB?
Because they signed Tyler Huntley because through training camp, I think Joe Flacco is the only one who hasn't been sidelined with some form of injury. But at least 3 of their 4 QBs have already been sidelined with some form of injury through training camp.
Have you seen the stuff of Shador at training camp?
He's not looking bad.
He has, from what I've seen, he has performed better than all 3 of the others. He's showing up an hour before practice, and he's there an hour after practice. He's running he's going 6 for 6 on his passes. He's threading the needle.
Is he hasn't let that 5th rounder thing become his focal point. He could have sat there and bitched and moaned about being dropped down to the 5th round, but he just seems to be putting his head down and getting to work.
Putting in the effort. From everything I've seen, he's not been sacked. He's not had an interception for a rookie QB that got drafted in the 5th.
Yeah, he's looking really good. I think if he doesn't end up taking the starter job, he possibly becomes backup.
So many things I've seen say he's going to be.
That's what I think will happen, at least for the first game of the season.
A lot of what I've seen is he is going to be 3rd or 4th, QB 4th. Dylan Gabriel is going to be 1st or 2nd. Joe Flacco is going to be 1st.
I can see why they list it all like that, because Flacco, obviously, he can put up some good numbers, but they've already traded him away before. Mm-hmm. They've already traded or released him like twice, I think.
Yeah.
So this is like his 2nd or 3rd stint with the Browns. So when that goes to sour, he's gone. Kenny Pickett only went there through a trade, and I believe he's only got 1 year left on that. Tyler Huntley, I don't know what the contract deal is with that. That could be a 1 year thing.
I didn't even know that had happened.
Literally came up 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
But so much has come up in the last couple of hours, it's kind of crazy. So if that's a 1 year deal, they've got 3 they're probably going to lose at the end of the year.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I can see either Dylan Gabriel or Shador Sanders being used as trade pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And I think pre-season is where they will show whether they stay with the team or get traded.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know if that's definitely going to happen, but why would you have 5 QBs?
Yeah, and Shador Sanders had that massive focal point on him for being this arrogant, rude, blah, blah, blah. I just want to see the kid play. I just want to see how well he can play. I don't care what his attitude's like off the field.
Yeah, that's not our problem.
No, not a Browns fan. Don't care.
I can't wait for the pre-season games to kick off towards the end of the week and see what happens. But yes, we do have football this week to watch. We're going to miss the Thursday games because obviously being in the UK, they're on, I think they start at like 10, 11 o'clock our time.
Yeah, something like that.
And because pre-season, I'm not staying up for those.
Nah, pre-season's not.
But I'll rewatch some of it. And then we got games that we can watch Saturday and Sunday, I believe.
Yes, hallelujah. Let's move on. Let's keep this train rolling. We're on a roll, baby.
Giants are expected to sign veteran running back Jonathan Ward after a workout. They've had injuries at the position and need depth. Apparently, even Scatterboo got a bit injured.
I was just going to say they just drafted Cam Scatterboo, but he's...
Well, I don't think they had a serious injury with him, but I think he had like a hamstring tweak or something that made them think, oh, if we lose 2 running backs, we've got nobody decent.
Yeah.
Build a slot, maybe. Especially after they traded one fundamentally badly.
Yes. Anyway, that is this week wrapped up in a nice little bow for you all to watch on YouTube. Yeah, you can watch us on YouTube. You can listen to us on Amazon Music. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can listen to us on iTunes. Or you can follow us on TikTok or Instagram.
Yeah.
But that's it from me. How about you?
Yeah, all done.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at Tony Exley 12. And the same as that for Twitter and Scooby230588 on Twitter as well. We'll see you next week when we got football. and enjoy your week. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at Tony Exley 12. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.